Hey, gonna gather in, and everyone watching. I have been drafted in to speak a little bit about what's happening with the women's at the minute. So, since we last spoke on the show, we have had 2 games now. So I'll start off with the one that we had mid of last week, which was Brighton versus Arsenal in the quarterfinals of the League Cup, or its new, very daft name, the Subway Cup. So in the first half we had lots of possession but no goals. In the second half the floodgates opened. So on the 65th minute the keeper plays it out from a goal kick to Mariona Caldente, who then plays it across on a plate for Frida Maanum to tap that in. That was 65 minutes. That was the start of the floodgates opening, because on 68 minutes Kim played a ball out wide through to Russo. Russo then put it across for Katie to slide home and past the goalkeeper. And then in the 70th minute we had the next goal, which is probably the goal of the night, to be honest. Mariona played it across to Cooney Cross, and from just inside the box she slammed it straight into the top corner. Really good to see for her, someone that hasn't been getting many minutes, but kind of stamping that mark and saying, look, this is why I should be in the team. And then to finish it off, on the 83rd minute, Caldente scored one for herself. The ball came out to the edge of the box. The keeper was slightly off her line, and she still needed an awful lot of work to chip it over the goalkeeper, but that's what she did. Going on to Sunday's game, less good news for that one. So we played Chelsea on Sunday away at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea started the game stronger, but then we had a couple of good chances, with Mead being quite unlucky on the first one, probably the harder out of the 2 chances, and then Emily Fox also had a really good chance which we kind of squandered. This was kind of the precedent for the rest of the game, to be honest. There was a couple of moments where Van Domselaar really saved us, one in the first half and then one in the second half. So going on to the second half again, both having chances, and then we get to the key part of the match when Chelsea are given a penalty. Having watched this quite a few times now, I am pretty nailed on sure for me that it wasn't a penalty. Katie McCabe, not Kate McCabe, what am I about? She got sent off after. But Kim got a slight touch on the ball before she went for the little touch on Lauren James. Lauren James was already going down before the contact was made by Kim. So yeah, for me that really wasn't a penalty. But yeah, it was what it was, and then Brighton scored from that one. Obviously after that one, or in the middle of all that, Katie McCabe first got a yellow card and then got a second yellow card and got sent off. Still a little bit up in the air about what's happened and what's been said, because I think it was 2 yellow cards in the end and not a straight red. I think it's only a 1 game ban, but that I'm not 100% on. I'm just guessing. So there was then, like I say, Van Domselaar saving us. Over the game, I think on a reflection, we had the better chances, but we just couldn't score. Quickly going on to the presser that Renee Slegers had after, because there's some important bits in there. In regards to the penalty, she said that Kim got the ball, but it's not my place to say. They asked her about Caitlin Ford's aggravated muscle injury. She said she was okay going into this game. She felt that she could play, but she started to feel it halfway through the game or whenever it was, and asked to come off and said somebody would be better suited to come on, because obviously we're playing Chelsea and we would need everyone at 100%. She was then asked at the end, she was asked if she was disappointed with Katie. She said she's not disappointed, but she hasn't spoke to her yet. There was then a question asked about VAR in the WSL. And her words were along the lines of, I think we should have it. It needs VAR because the stakes in the women's game are getting higher. Along the lines of, we need to make it exciting for people to come. But yeah, that was kind of not really elaborated on. But yeah, that was leading up to that game. And then coming up, I believe we have an FA Cup game, which is... So we have an FA Cup game on Wednesday against Bristol. That's in the 4th round. And then on the Sunday, we have Man City. Once in the league and then once in the semi-finals of the Cup. So we have gone 10 points behind Chelsea now. So I think that is the season all about done in terms of winning the league. But obviously we're still in the semi-finals of the League Cup, and we're still in the FA Cup and the Champions League. So it still could turn out to be a successful season. Definitely a step up from where we were at the start of the season. But yeah, I know Lee has a show this evening.
Hello everybody, this is where I jump in, because that's where the video cut out my end from Sam. Thank you very much, Sam Wilson, for covering the women's game for us. As Sam did say, yeah, we've got a show coming up tonight live at 7 p.m. GMT. Myself and Don Palmer will be discussing the Wolves game from Saturday. So that is it from us until we do our live later on today. Thank you very much for watching us. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Gooner Gathering on YouTube, and we shall see you very soon indeed. Thanks for watching.